Hey guys, and welcome back to Red Lip MUA. Today we are doing day 18 of my makeup challenge. The makeup challenge that is selecting a palette at random, and I will be creating a makeup look using it. So let's pick today's palette. So the palette that I chose is this Chocolates palette by Juvia's Place. It's just this little 6-pan super fun browns palette. There are 2 shimmer shades, these 2 right here, and the rest are matte shades. So I'm pretty excited to get into this. I think the only complaint I have is that these 2 are almost identical to each other. One's got kind of like a grayish undertone, whereas one has more like a probably like a bluish undertone to it. So one is kind of a deeper, rich color, whereas one is a little bit of a cool tone type. But I feel like once they're on the skin, you're not going to honestly notice the difference like you will in a pressed pan. But we'll see. Let's get into this. I just realized that I haven't been saying this in my videos, but I have been putting it in the description below. But as always, I'm just priming my eyes with the Milani Eyeshadow Primer. My eyes are set, so I'm going to dip into this deeper, like more warm tone brown, and I'm using a ColourPop E6, which is kind of a definer angle brush. And I want to start to create the shape of a cut crease. So now that I've got kind of the shape that I want, I'm going to go in with a ColourPop E28, and I'm just going to start to build up that color to the depth that I want it to be. Now, using a Morphe M506, I'm going to dip into this kind of lighter brown shade here, and I'm going to just lightly start to blend out that kind of cut crease area, but I am going to go in with another shade after that, so I don't want to take it up too far with the blend. So blended that out a little bit. Now I want to go into this lightest shade in the palette here on a ColourPop E22, and I want to blend out the very tops of that as much as I can. So now that I've kind of got the shades where I want them, I'm going to go in with some micellar water and a Q-tip, and I'm going to cut my crease. So now that I have cut that crease a little bit, I'm going to go behind and clean it up with some concealer. So I'm using the Milani Conceal and Perfect Concealer and the ColourPop E29 brush. been going back and forth on what the best way to go about this is, and I think I have it figured out. We'll see. I'm going to dip into this shimmer shade right here, and I think I'm going to try at first to use a ColourPop E26, and we will see how it goes. So now I'm going to take some micellar water and a Q-tip again, and I'm going to carve out kind of in the wing area. So now taking this kind of more like cool toned darker shade on a ColourPop E28, I'm going to start to create kind of a wing. I'm not going to take this shade all the way in though. I'm going to take it probably about halfway. So next, I think I'm going to take this lighter shade again, and I actually, on the darker shade, ended up switching my brush to be a ColourPop E6, which I'm going to use for that lighter shade as well, and put it on the inner part of that kind of wing area. So now I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my face, and then I will come back and we'll finish the eye look. So now that most of my base is on, I'm going to go back into this kind of more cool tone brown on a flat definer brush. This is one from Morphe, and just start to put that on my lower lash line. Now with the Morphe M506, I'm going to pick up the lightest shade in the palette, and I'm going to blend out that like cool tone brown shade. Now for eyeliner, I'm going to use the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Honeydude. Now for lashes, I'm going to do the Maybelline Lash Sensational, and then also the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. I'm going to go finish up, and I will show you what it looks like at the end. And here's the final look. What do you think? I'm going to bring you in for a close-up just because there's a little bit of like detail that comes with this eye look, so I want to make sure that you see it. I am absolutely in love with how this turned out. It just is very fun, but like sultry, and I don't know, I'm obsessed with it. I had to pop on a red lip, and you know, it's just my go-to. It's my favorite. I don't really have any complaints on this Chocolates palette by Juvia's Place. As I said in the last video that I did using one of their palettes, I've never had a problem with any of their palettes with pigmentation or blendability. They have never done me dirty, so I will definitely be keeping this one. I'm always impressed with them. I actually have quite a few of their 6pan palettes because I just find them to be very fun to use. But thank you guys so much for watching day 18, and please remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. As always, I will link my other socials in the description box below, as well as all the products that I used today on my eyes and my face. You can find it all down there. So go ahead and check that out. Check out my other socials, show them some love, and I will see you guys for day 19.